Okay, welcome everyone. Again, we're going through different sections here. So this video is going to be going over the Dorito side specifically, some of the center a little bit, but I'm going to save the center for another video. And if you haven't watched the snake side video, I have one separate for that as well. So with the Windy City Open or the Chicago layout here for 2023, this tower should be relatively safe. There's some stuff that's blocking it out, but when you're going across, what I like with this is that you can have eyes on the snake. You guys have heard me say this before, I'm pretty sure, that as long as you have eyes and you can see if someone went that way, that's going to help your team. Like I'd mentioned in another video, or with the snake side, staying low and watching those drop shots is going to be the name of the game with this. So at least having that eye that way, so that way you can see if they went into the snake, is going to help out your Dorito players and your center players to make sure that they're not getting caught with their pack hanging out a little too far. Another good inside shot is through here. And I think you can kind of skim past here, but also get the drop shot into the that brick. It is a stand-up brick. They're not super big, but they are big enough that you should be able to be okay if you play tight, but you might be able to catch someone that their pack is hanging out a little too far. Maybe they're trying to double this. I don't know how beneficial that would be, or maybe they're trying to make a move up to the middle. You're gonna be able to see that and drop it through into that gap. Now, the heads up shot through here is one that I saw and I put in here. I don't know how beneficial that shot into that little Dorito is going to be. I think it's going to be better if you shoot the cross and then shoot the heads up. So this way you can have eyes across here to help out your Dorito player. Or maybe you're the one and you're looking just to move up. I don't know that this is going to be the best bunker to stay at to help your Dorito side, but that's going to be dictated by, you know, what happens at practice and also at the event. Maybe something has moved over a little bit more than it was at practice, and that changes the shot. So that kind of stuff does happen. But this could be a good primary, and then you filter out to a different bunker, which is what we'll talk about next, which is the Dorito corner. So like we had talked about in the snake one, there is a cross shot coming in that's going to be able to kind of blind into you. You're going to have that same shot back. I didn't put it in here. I don't know why, but you do have that same shot back. So you just want to be careful of it. So don't let them drop a shot in across and, you know, your pack is hanging out and you get clipped. You are able to shoot blindly. Again, this is key that you know it's blind. You can't see if the guy goes into the snake, but maybe you can shoot across there and at least have paint through there to have someone maybe hesitate. The inside route, you know, again, this is maybe catching someone coming up, but if they're playing the outside, they should be safe from you. But it doesn't hurt if maybe the outside tape has you tucked in and you wanted to throw some there. Maybe you can clip a player and that helps your snake player to move up to shoot the guy that is shooting at you. But this outside, so being able to shoot down this wire is going to be helpful. The issue is that this brick is right in your way. So there's only going to be so much that you're going to be able to do. You can do some blind shots into like these zones through here. But if you don't see the player moving, it's going to be really hard to see what it is that you need to shoot at. So at least this way, if they get to the 50 and you're out here, you're going to be able to shoot down there to stop them from wrapping. But moving up into our first Dorito, your shots are going to be a little bit better. Not fantastic. I think the center is going to help more with the Dorito side, looking at what I'm seeing here, but you know, we'll go from there. So with this Dorito, you do have a shot inside. I don't know how effective that's going to be, just because you're going to open up to some shots that are going to be kind of blind. You know, if they're in the snake, you're just opening up to some shots there. And I don't know if it's going to be necessarily worth it. Of course, you have the heads up shot to the Dorito, I guess we'll just call this Dorito 1, 2, and 3. So the Dorito 3. And you do have a shot into your mirror. So you're going to be able to see if they want to try to dive out or if they move over. You're at least going to have eyes that way. As they move up, you're going to see that the, for the Dorito 2 is what we were calling it, these inside shots are going to be a little bit better. You're blocked out by a lot more, so there are still going to be some shots that can come in, but at least you have some more stuff blocking you out. Just stay low, I think, is really going to be important for this Dorito side. But shooting inside, you do have some elimination possibilities. Then, of course, you can shoot for a player that's trying to go on the wrap. Now, this Dorito 3 that is here, I know I didn't put lines here, but you can see that there are going to be some shots going across. So into that wing is not going to be great just because of the pin. but you do have some inside shots, so maybe you can come up here to shoot at the Aztec, or if you have a player, come up here, so that way you can shoot to maybe stop someone from moving out because you have a player in here. Figuring out where you're going to go to help benefit your front player is going to be really important. But yeah, well, actually, let's go into that. So this is why I didn't have the other one, because it just got so messy. This wing is okay. I don't know how great it's going to be or how beneficial it's going to be, just because, yes, I can shoot into this gap. I want to say that if they get low and dive out, they're blocked out from you. So it's not going to be too difficult to beat this guy. Of course, you have the inside shot as well. Maybe some better inside shots here, but again, you're opening up a lot of shots here. Maybe they need help this way though, and you can switch to at least stop the player from filtering out into that snake corner. So that's just something to think about. When we look at this Dorito, like I had said, the pins are going to block this out, but you do have that shot into the Aztec, or I guess we'll call that the God Bunker. Now, if you start playing the wrap, yes, you have to be careful of your heads up shots, but as you wrap, you can see what you get on the inside. So you have this tower, you have the home, and this little Dorito. Of course, you have your heads up shots, which that's just going to be a straight up gun battle, and then the outside. So of course they can stay safe if they're just shooting the heads up, but if they try to wrap or try to step out, you're going to have a lot of area that you can shoot to eliminate that player. It's going to be a bigger bump for them to move up. So for them to go from here to here, that's a lot of space to cover, so they're gonna have to time it really well. And if you already have, you know, your gun up and you're just posted, even if they put you in and you kind of roll off and shoot into it, you should still be able to shoot right into about here. So it's gonna stop them. Either they're gonna have to go out super wide and expose themselves to the tape or some other drop shot, or they're gonna have to take the inside route, which even with that, you can see this shot can continue through here. So it's gonna be difficult if you have someone here. Now what I like is this 50 brick. So this 50 brick is able to, one, help out the snake side, of course, so they can shoot into that snake gap as well as into the wing, so it's going to push this wing player out to the tape, which might help someone else be able to eliminate them, or they'll push them into you. Of course, some other inside shots, but the real benefit, I think, from this one is going to be getting out to the wire. If you have these guys are eliminated and you start to be able to wrap, you start getting to pick off a lot of players. I didn't even put this one. If there's someone here, you can definitely get them, but maybe you can just run the inside and bunker them, but it's always more fun to bunker someone. But the straight up shot here and on the tape for the Dorito, and you also have the tower, and then you also have the wing and the home. This is going to be one of the ones that you're able to start really picking people off from. And then of course you get to their side, you're going to pick up a whole bunch more bodies and be able to close out a little bit more. So that's the Dorito side. Like I had mentioned in my snake video, I'm doing snake side separate from the Dorito side, and I'm also going to have a video on the center. So if you want to go watch any of those, go ahead and check out. It should be uploaded all at the same time. So tell me what you guys think, and as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.